Hey everyone, Dr. J. Kumar here. I want to talk to you today about your health. Health is so important these days, especially at a time when we're experiencing a global pandemic. I want you to recognize that health extends beyond just your physical or your body health. Well, obviously, the crisis we're in right now is really magnifying our physical health, clearly with the virus being rampant. But how is it also affecting other domains of your health? Well, I want to talk to you today about what I call the four pillars of health. It's something I talk about in my book, Science of a Happy Brain. I teach about this in my university courses and also in my LinkedIn learning course, How to Train Your Brain for Happiness. I talk about health and happiness through this lens, what I call biological, psychological, social, and spiritual. So, biological health, psychological health, social health, and spiritual health are what I call the four pillars of health and wellness that each one of us needs to invest in to find our own sense of health and well being and happiness. Let's talk about these four different pillars. Biological health, something called physical health. Well, we all know that your physical health is important. You need to get good sleep, good diet, good exercise, nutrition, all those things that we know to really keep the vessel of our body in good shape. But we also need to be aware that health is more than just what I call the absence of disease or illness. Health extends to other domains, one of which obviously is your psychological or mental health. We talked about this actually during Mental Health Awareness Week, and this idea is that mental health matters. Your psychological health and well-being is equally as crucial to your overall well-being as is physical health. So psychological health really is about recognizing your mental state or recognize your mental health, recognizing about how issues like depression or anxiety or other mental, illness, if you will, these are real. They're really important. I share this with you very openly. I struggled with my mental health when I was younger in my college years, my early 20s. But I learned to value and if not prioritize, to value and place an equal recognition my mental health along with my physical health. So, what are some ways we can take care of our psychological mental health? Well, meditation can do this. Taking walks in nature, exercise, diet, and sleep also equally impact your mental health well-being. What about other ways to look at your mental health? Do you feel a sense of contribution in your life? Do you feel that life brings you a sense of value? Do you feel a sense of engagement in what you do in the world? That's also part of your psychological and mental health. One thing that this pandemic is exposing is how the need to be needed, the need to feel value, belonging, the sense of engagement is so crucial to your mental health and well-being. Your sense of identity and purpose are also tied into your mental and psychological health. Social health. One thing that we've discovered under maybe being in lockdown or quarantine or under physical distancing is that social health really is important. Something I talk about in my book and also my online course and my university courses as well. Your brain, my brain, the human brain fundamentally developed as a social organ. Connection, for community, for belonging, and a sense of tribe. We sometimes tend to regret what we don't have or take for granted when we do have it. All of us took for granted our social connections, being with family, being at large social gatherings or events, or going out to, public places. For some, that still might be possible, and it might be more limited. So we have to recognize what I call we have been woefully deficient in a very important nutrient in our life, which I call vitamin S. Vitamin S means vitamin social. Well, what are some ways in which we can still take our healthy dose of vitamin S without compromising our physical health and also promote our psychological health? Well, we have ways in which we can connect virtually, which is, a great way to connect with those which you can't see physically, but also make a point to reach out to others. Reach out, maybe the people you would maybe socialize with or do things with. Find alternative ways, maybe more safer ways of getting together, whether it's being outside or being physically distant. There are ways in which we can still focus on our social health without having to compromise our physical health or our psychological health as well. Spiritual health, that tends to be a new one for many people. I view spiritual health as being key to my health and well-being. I look at spiritual health as finding a sense of purpose or meaning in my life, learning how to overcome struggles, or finding a sense of growing out of grief, finding a sense of meaning through loss and uncertainty. And so these can be spiritual struggles, but they're also part of your spiritual health. Clearly, if you have a faith tradition or a spiritual practice, this can equally, promote your spiritual health. But there are other ways to promote your spiritual health. Journaling, self-reflection, meditation, which I said earlier, could be one way to do it also. But spiritual health is now recognized as being a very crucial component to your overall well-being. So how I like to look at this analogy, these four domains of health: biological, psychological, social, and spiritual, is looking at the analogy of your car. Look at the four tires of your car. Each of the four tires of your car are aligned properly. They are in tune. The pressure is all right. Because if they weren't, if one of those tires in your car blew or had a flat tire or somehow wasn't aligned properly, your vehicle, your body, if you will, your being, is not going to be able to advance forward on its journey. So the more we can begin to recognize that health, number one, is more than just the absence of disease or illness. Health is about the active promotion of these domains of biological, psychological, social, and spiritual. When these four aspects of your life, these four tires, if you will, of your vehicle, are all running smoothly, it makes the journey of life so much more joyous and effortless. And that really is it. The more you can begin to focus on getting proper diet, nutrition, and sleep, exercise as biological health, taking care of your mental health and well-being, knowing and recognizing, acknowledging that struggling with anxiety or depression, or practicing what I call proper mental hygiene, are all really important things, as is your social health. Connection, community, whatever form that takes for you right now is also key. Take your daily dose of vitamin S. And lastly, spiritual health. Knowing that your life has meaning and purpose, or finding a sense of hope. These are all part of your spiritual health. So I like to say, just stay strong, stay healthy. Your health matters, and know that I hear you and I'm here for you. So please, I hope you enjoy these podcast series as part of what I do at Chapman University, the Healthy Brain, Healthy Mind podcast, but also through the work I do on my LinkedIn learning course, How to Train Your Brain for Happiness. So until then, see you, and just know that I believe in you, I see you, I hear you, you are strong. We'll get through all of this together.